Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick video to show how these fairies assemble. This is the tulip fairy, and I also have the lavender fairy, and I also have the lilac fairy. So I just want to just go through real quick and show how these go together. They're just painted with chalk paints. They're just simple chalk paints. This is the this is called Imperial, and that's from Folk Art. And I also used the same thing again from Folk Art. This one is called Blushed Pink. And then I also used, this is an acrylic paint, and that is ballet pink. So I just used those kind of shades, and then I just did some dry brushing, and then I just used like an ivory color for her skin. So those are really just the colors I used on it. I wanted to do like a theme, like all in the pinks and reds, because I just love pink and red tulips. So I just finished painting them, and I just want to go ahead and just show you how they go together. So here's her hair. She has her little flowers. They just layer on top of one another. And then we have her hair here. It just comes off, and it's all layers on top of another piece here. This all comes apart in one piece. Here's her little wand. This goes right on top. Just layers. There are score lines, if you can see those. That just helps you with placement. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on there. So just make sure that you set that stage or step to score and not cut, otherwise it would be sad. And then the same thing here. These are just score lines too, just to help you with placement. So you can see those score lines. That just helps you place these in the right spots. So these just go right on those lines there. Just goes right in there, so that way you get a perfect placement. Then she has her legs, and it all goes on this top of this body. You can skip the entire body step if you want to just glue it straight onto the wings. But if you want to do it that way, it's up to you how you want to assemble it, and then you just go ahead and put her all together. So that's it for the tulip one, and there's her hair again. You just layers right back on top, and you just make sure that you line everything up perfectly, and then she's all done. That's all there is. And then she has her stand. And then you just layer that up if you use the 1/8 inch version. 1/4 version has one layer. You don't need the 2 layers because it's already a 1/4 inch thick. So that's all there is for her. And then for the lavender fairy, I'm going to just move her out of the way. There's not a lot of space because I have all 3 of these here. So, and she does not want to slide. I'm going to pick her up. Still a little, she got stuck to the paper here. And then these little pieces, you don't have to do these in separate ones. You could just paint it on here, but if you wanted that extra layer, I just think it looks pretty. So those are the pieces that go right on top for make her look like she's lavender. She has her little lavender pieces here. They layer on top. Same thing here. They just layer, and then that whole piece layers on top of her hand. And there's her little lavender piece that goes in her hair. And you can paint these however you want. You don't have to do them in the same shades that I did. And it just goes together the same way as the other one. And then she just goes right on top. I just did like different shades. I did like a gray, added a little bit of purple through here, just dry brushed it. And then she just goes right on top. You just make sure that you line everything up perfectly. And that's all there really is to that. And there's her little legs. And that is the lavender fairy. Easy peasy. And there's no scoring on this one. It's just all cut. So however you want to paint her, that's up to you. And then she also has the same stand. So I made them all the same. And then we have our lilac one. And she's got a little crown. So when you go to put this one together, make sure, I'm going to take this all apart here. When you put her together. Her hair is supposed to look like it's, so you just do here's her wings. It's supposed to look like she's got her crown sitting on top of her head. I'm just gonna, so I do paint part of that back piece because it's supposed to look like it's kind of floating on like in her hair. So it doesn't exactly sit flush with her hair. It's supposed to look like it's like kind of in her hairline. So it does not exactly fit right to her hairline. So, and then there's her little top piece. Just gonna try to line that up so you can see it. So there's that. So it's kind of make it look like it's in her hair. So like there's like layers of hair. Trying to get like more of a 3D look. And then she also has her lilacs that layer on top. And it goes there. And that just goes on top. And then she does have this piece here that goes on top. You can skip this layer if you want, and then just paint this layer and put it right on top, and then it all will sit flush. You can totally do that if you want to, and then that will sit right in there flush if you didn't want that extra layer. That's totally up to you, and then you can just paint underneath. I just liked how it gave an extra layer, so it looks kind of more 3D, but that's totally up to you how you want to do it. I'm just giving you the options. So, and then you just put her arms and legs, and her little arm fits right in there like a puzzle piece. So there's that, and there's her top layer. It's really how you wanna do this, and that's how she goes together. And then you just go ahead and match her up, and that's it. And that's our lilac fairy. I really like how she came out. I love lilacs. So, and I want to do her in like different shades of purple, and then there's her stand. So that's all there is. Easy peasy on how to assemble those, and I hope you enjoy the new fairies. And I'm working on a few more that I have to get listed soon. So more fairies coming. All right, hope you enjoy. Bye.